Welcome back, students. So in this video we will discuss about the poles of a magnet. So a magnet have two poles, north pole and south pole. Okay, a magnet has two poles, north pole and the south pole. So two poles are there for a magnet. One is a north pole and the other one is a south pole. One is a north pole and the other one is a south pole. So north pole means when you suspend a magnet freely, the magnet will show points in the or align in the north-south direction. So the pole or the side of the magnet which points the north, the side of the magnet which points the north, that is the north pole of the magnet. Okay. So when you freely suspend a magnet, it always comes to rest in the north-south direction. That is the directive property of the magnet. So one end of the magnet always points in the north. One end of the magnet always points towards the north. That is the north pole of the magnet. So definitely the other end will point towards the south. That is the south pole of the magnet. So when you freely when a freely suspended magnet will comes to rest in the north-south direction. So the pole which is pointing towards the north, that is a north pole. Definitely the other pole will point towards the south, that is a south pole of the magnet or south seeking pole or south seeking pole, yeah, north pole or north seeking pole. So two poles are there for a magnet. Here these two poles are located at the ends of a bar magnet. These two poles are located at the ends of the magnet. So normally we will draw a bar magnet like this. This one is a rectangular shape one, that is a bar magnet. So north pole, south pole. Poles are located at the ends of the magnet. Suppose this one is a horseshoe magnet. We will draw it in the U shape. Here also the poles will be located at the two end points of the magnet. Okay. So north pole and south pole. Here in this diagram you can see the force of attraction is maximum at the two poles of the magnet. So this is an activity, means you have to take a bar magnet and dip it in iron powder. Dip it in iron powder. So almost maximum iron powder will be attracted towards the two sides of the magnet. Okay. Number of iron powder or iron powder will be maximum, attracted maximum towards the two sides of the magnet. That means two poles of the magnet. So force of attraction will be maximum at the poles of the magnet. Means, yeah, force of attraction will be maximum at these two points or at both the ends or at these two ends. So that two ends are known as the poles of the magnet. Poles of the magnet. So at this point force of attraction will be maximum and this point also force of attraction will be maximum. That is known as the poles of the magnet. At poles, the force of attraction will be maximum. The force at poles, the force of attraction will be maximum. So, then one more thing. Here, the poles will exist in pairs, that is North Pole, South Pole. We cannot separate or we cannot isolate North Pole and South Pole. We cannot separate North Pole and South Pole. Okay, the poles will exist in pairs. Poles will exist in pairs. So, what will happen when you broke a magnet? We will get two magnets. We will get two magnets. If you broke one magnet, we will get two magnets. That I will draw here. Suppose this one is a magnet. It's a bar magnet. This one is a South Pole. This one is a North Pole. Now I am going to break it. I am going to break it. So I will get two magnets. So what about this pole? This pole is South Pole. Obviously the other pole of this magnet will be North Pole, and this pole is North Pole. Obviously the other side of this magnet will be South Pole. Okay. So when you broke one magnet, you will get two magnets. We can't isolate North Pole and South Pole, or we cannot separate North Pole or South Pole. Poles exist in pairs. Poles exist in pairs. Now, it is found that if we cut a magnet into two, we cannot isolate the North Pole and the South Pole. Instead, we will end up with two separate magnets, each one with its own North Pole and South Pole. If we further cut these two magnets, we will get four separate magnets with each with its North Pole and South Pole. So, we cannot separate poles. The poles exist in pairs. We cannot isolate North Pole and South Pole. Now, what will happen when we break this magnet? Here, when I break one magnet, I got two magnets. When I break two magnets, how many magnets I will get? I will get four magnets like this. When I break this one South Pole, this one South Pole, this one North Pole, this one South Pole. When I break this one, South Pole, North Pole, North Pole, South Pole. Like this, I will get four magnets. Okay. So, what is a magnet? How will you define the poles of a magnet? The region where the force of attraction is maximum. It's at the both ends of the magnet. That points are known as the poles of the magnet. Two poles are there for a magnet. One is the North Pole and the other one is a South Pole, or north seeking pole or south seeking pole. We cannot separate North Pole and South Pole. Poles exist in pairs. Pole exist in pairs. Okay. Thank you.